Enlightened World Network. I'm here for a meditation a day, and my guest today is Jane Mountrose. We are going to be spending some time with the angelic gems. If you're not familiar with them, they were channeled to me by Archangel Raziel about 2 years ago now. And what they actually look like, well, the green screen's not going to let it happen, is green gems. Oh, Jane's got hers. There we go. Now you can see them. And they are infused with energy from the archangels. So to get started, what I'd like you to do, we're just going to take a few minutes. Let's close our eyes and let's just catch our breath here. So let's take a deep breath in, nice and slow. And we're going to bring that breath to our heart space. So take it in nice and slow and expand your heart space. Okay, and we're going to release that. And I'm already feeling and sensing green, which is the color that comes with the with the angelic gems and Archangel Raziel. So welcome, Archangel Raziel. Already I can feel your presence. And let's take another deep, slow breath. And let's take that to our third eye, which is in our forehead area. Nice and slow. And release it. And with that, I'm getting a lot of deep blue, which is symbolizing Archangel Michael today. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for being here. And let's do one last final deep breath. And it's bringing in purple, which is representing Divine Mother. So let's just allow that purple to come in and wash over us, nice and slow. And release it. Jane Mountrose is joining me this morning because she has the angelic gems. And when you purchase the angelic gems from me here at Enlightened World Network, you get a deck of cards, and each of the cards is representative of a different archangel, a different color. This one is Archangel Uriel, which is brown, and there's 12 of what we call the angel cards. And then there's other cards that are combinations of colors. And you also receive 33 of the gems, and you receive the training on how to use them. So Jane and I have been working with these gems here today, and I'm going to ask Jane to participate a little bit. Jane's got her gems, and Jane, would you please unmute yourself and just feel into the gems and see if there's one of those that's wanting you to pay attention to it. And if there is, see if you can tell me what color is coming through with that.
I'm stirring them. I'm seeing a beautiful pink.
Okay. And pink is represented by Archangel Cassidy. And pink helps us to release grief and feelings of isolation. So first of all, let's invite in Archangel Cassidy. So let's just sit in that energy for just a moment. And when I see Archangel Cassidy to me represents all of humanity. And as I see Archangel Cassidy as an angel, the face on the angel keeps shifting, representing all different races, the different genders, the different ages. So just sitting here with Cassidy for a moment. Some see Cassiel as male, some see Cassiel as female. There's no right or wrong. And let's sit with this pink energy that's coming in. You can, using your imagination, picture that pink energy coming in any way, shape, or form. But let's let it do its job, which is helping to clear grief and isolation. Just sit in that for just a couple minutes. Jane, are you seeing or feeling that pink energy?
Yes, it's beautiful.
And how is it presenting for you?
Well, it's just showing me an image of how isolation is an illusion and really that we're all one. And the beauty in that and the simplicity in that.
Nice. And I was being shown it in a humorous way, which was, first I saw pink raindrops, and then it turned into like a pink liquid in a bathtub that I was sitting in. And then it came in and just hit me like a wave of water. And what I was seeing was that humor is so helpful in releasing grief. And, thinking so many times when you go to a funeral, and it's sad, and then afterwards you're sitting around talking with people and you're remembering those stories and laughter and remembering the good times and allowing that healing of the laughter and the lightheartedness to really sink in and provide some relief to that grief. So thank you, Archangel Cassiel, for that reminder that laughter can really help to heal the heart. So thank you for that. So Jane, why don't you check out another gem and let's see what color you get with that.
Looks kind of like turquoise.
Okay. So with turquoise, I would say that that's probably two colors coming in together. My guess is purple and blue. Is that what you are guessing? Or can you separate those colors?
It's more like green and blue, I think.
Green and blue. Thank you. I realized when I said that was.
Yeah, and it was interesting because when you mentioned that too, it was like almost like they were stripes of color. Like I was saying, that's why I said it looks kind of like turquoise, but it actually was. It's a combination of blue and green with a little, and there's a little white in there too.
Okay, so I love the green screen not showing me. There we go. So with the green energy, it's energy of nature. And Archangel Ariel is representative of that. And blue is Archangel Raphael with the physical healing in our bodies. So let's go first. What did you get first, the green or the blue?
I would say green.
Green. Okay. So let's sit here. We're going to invite in Archangel Ariel. Archangel Ariel to me represents as female and brings in the lightheartedness of nature. Life being reaffirmed and the elementals, the joy and the humor in nature. So let's just sit in that energy for just a minute. Jane, are you seeing or feeling anything with the green energy?
Well, when you were talking about nature, then I started seeing fairies, and there's this little fairy. It has a wand with a little light on it, and it's tweaking my third eye.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. And I was seeing a green shoot coming out of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So, however, and Buddy, who is
Yeah,
Jane's
have to
dog,
pardon, Buddy.
that's all right, representing nature in its pet form. So that's beautiful. So, however, you are experiencing green right now, let's just sit with Archangel Ariel and that green energy. So, green being rebirth, new life coming in, new energy coming in, and joy with your elemental there, your elemental fairy. That's fun. Okay, so now blue. Let's ask in Archangel Raphael. Many of you know Archangel Raphael with green. For these gems, which were given to me by Archangel Raphael, he represents with blue healing color. So whichever feels most like Raphael to you, blue or green, let's invite that in. And this energy comes in and it goes through our body. Sometimes it provides rest, relaxation, sometimes physical healing or release. We're just going to allow that to come in and bring in what Archangel Raphael wants to share with us today. Jane, are you receiving anything with the blue?
Yeah, just of course I'm still holding the gem, which is really wonderful. It has a beautiful energy, and it's reminding me that all of the cells of our body have intelligence, and all of them can benefit if we specifically send energy to them, to remember as we send these energies through our body to invite our cells to receive them, that we're including all of the cells. Because then I can feel it so much for myself. At least I feel it very distinctly in my cells when I do that, and it feels very energizing.
And I was seeing a blue lightning streak coming down through my body, and it was zapping a spot in my back where I was holding tension. It's fun to me to see the different ways that the energy can present itself.
Right.
And then to sit long enough to feel it as it's working in your body. And now I'm being drawn to bring us to Archangel Michael. And his color that he represents with in these gems is white. And his energy with these gems is sort of an activator where it's just really exemplifies the energy. that's coming in. So let's stick with that blue for a minute, and we'll bring in Archangel Michael to even make that blue healing energy even stronger. Jane, can you feel the white?
Yes, it feels, and I'm feeling much lighter and just joyful. Feels like a lot has cleared. Feels really good.
Yeah. And I was seeing with my own body, not just the one lightning bolt, but many, many little blue ones going through. So I just sort of got supercharged right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last thing we're being asked to do, Jane, I'd like you to pick a gem and tell me what color it is. And then we're going to go to that archangel or divine being for a message.
It's a beautiful yellow, golden yellow.
There we go. Okay, Archangel Raziel. So yellow is Archangel Raziel. If we're doing a clearing, it helps to clear DNA. It helps to clear past life energy and anything coming down on the family line. But we're going to go to Archangel Raziel. We're asking Archangel Raziel to join us here. And we're going to listen for a message. Now, Archangel Raziel's energy to me is always very lighthearted and fun. So let's see if you can hear a message. Jane, are you hearing a message from Archangel Raziel?
Yes. Remember to take time to enjoy your life.
Nice.
I find Raziel very light-hearted and fun and magical.
Mm-hmm.
We can bring that magic into our lives anytime we want.
Yes. And what I'm seeing, what he's showing me is a sunrise. And the sunrises to me, it always surprises me how stunningly beautiful they are. The same with the sunsets, but how stunningly beautiful and how short lived they are. You only get them for a couple minutes and that's it. And he's showing me a beautiful peachy apricot sunrise and finding the joy and the promise and the excitement of the sunrise and being able to carry that, staying in that energy throughout the day. Because it really is our perspective of the day and of each experience that drives our emotions about it. And if we come to experiences with that place of hopefulness and joy, it can help our perspective and our emotions throughout the day just to be lighter, higher vibrational frequency. So that's what I'm getting from Archangel Raziel. Let's just sit in that divine light and love of Archangel Azrael or Archangel Raziel for just a moment. Beautiful. Jane, I can hear Archangel Raziel like laughing, like
Right.
just enjoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It
Beautiful.
reminded me when you're talking about perspective during the day, something that I enjoy telling myself, which I haven't done lately. I forget these things. I think we all forget. Uh, Something wonderful is happening today, and I'm going to find out what it is. So you're watching all day long for the wonderful things that are happening, and that can help in terms of enjoying life more and really seeing. Wonderful things can be happening, and we don't even see them if we're not in that perspective of watching for that. If we're watching for, oh no, it's
Right.
not this again.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So, friends, that is how we're using the angelic gems today. If you have any questions about angelic gems, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, or you can write to me at welcome@enlightenedworld.online. If you have questions about the gems, if you're interested in receiving them for yourself, just please let me know. So, Jane, thank you. Thank
You're
you for being
welcome.
here today.
Oh, thank
Thanks.
you. It was so much fun. And just from my perspective, the gems, they're really an experience. That it's wonderful. And having Raziel there at the end, they're magic, like little magic gems that they can do a whole lot of things. You just never know what's going to happen.
They can. They truly are infused with energy from the angels, from the archangels. And it sounds hard to believe, but everybody that I've sent them to feels them as well. And I had sent them out to one lady, and she wrote back and she said, as soon as they came in the mail, I knew I needed to wash my hands first before I touched them. So she felt it even before she opened the box.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah.
And I feel like they're active. It's not like it's static. It's like the angels are working with them as they're working with us. So it's not a static thing. It's something that's always regenerating itself and transforming. And so I really feel like you just never know what's going to come next. And the best thing is to be very open-minded towards it, because it's just magic.
Right, right. It's a beautiful way to use your imagination and your intuition
Right. Yeah.
all at the same
Yeah.
time.
And in a playful way too, just being completely open to what might happen. You just never know. I've had them show up in a meditation when I wasn't even expecting them. I wasn't thinking about them, and there's a gem. It's like, oh.
Yes, I have had that as well. Yeah, they are quite magical.
Yeah.
And Buddy's loving you, and you're
Yes,
loving Buddy.
this is our buddy.
So sweet, so
Yeah.
sweet. Even Buddy got an angelic gem reading today.
Well, he showed up at the end like he usually does to say hi in
I
his
love
own
it.
way, don't you? Good boy.
Aw. Well, friends, thank you for being here today. Special thanks to Jane Mountrose. You can be watching for her shows on Enlightened World Network on FaceTime on YouTube. And Jane, tell us about your channel and what you've got there.
Well, I'm just preparing actually to start a new. It's not exactly a show. I'm calling it a circle. It's the Circle of Love and Light, which is for people who want to experience the blessings of love and then also to share them with the world. So it's something where it can benefit us personally, and for people who want to make a difference. And it can seem so complicated, like I don't know what I could possibly do that would make a difference. This is something where you can just share that love with the world. And
Yes,
it does make a difference.
it does. It absolutely does. And Jane's new show is coming to Enlightened World Network starting September 5th. And Jane is a teacher with her husband, Philip. So, do you want to take just a minute and share with us the work you and Philip are doing?
Well, we've been exploring holistic healing and a holistic approach to life coaching for 3 decades now. And we've brought that into many different areas of life. And we have programs. We have actually a very intensive year-long program, and we have home study courses and many things on our website, which is gettingthrough, GETTINGTHRU.org. /holistic. That's one of the main pages if people want to know more.
Excellent. And I
And
know
there's a lot of free stuff there too. Articles, blogs, things, all kinds of
right.
things.
And you're the authors of a new book.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We have quite a few different books. We have
Right.
one that's we've developed it as an ebook and it's going to be published as a paperback book in the fall. So that'll be wonderful.
Yes. So if you're curious, you can go to Jane and Philip's site, or you can also go on Amazon and put in Jane and Philip Mountrose. There's a lot of books in there. Lots and lots of content has
Right.
come through these two over the years. So thank you, Jane, for being here. Our friends
Thank
here
you.
on Enlightened World Network, thank you. Thank you for spending time with us today. I hope that you're enjoying the angelic gems. And I hope that you are enjoying spending time meditating, getting to know yourself as a spiritual being just that much more. So take good care, everybody.